Azerbaijan Airlines flight J2-8243 crashed shortly after drone strikes hit southern Russia. More than 30 passengers are dead after an Azerbaijan Airlines flight crashed near the city of Aktau in Kazakhstan on Wednesday, reports say. The Embraer 190 passenger jet flying from Azerbaijan to Russia had 62 passengers and 5 crew on board, Kazakh authorities announced. As of Wednesday afternoon, those authorities said there were 38 dead and 29 injured survivors. Flight J2-8243 had flown hundreds of miles off its scheduled route to crash on the opposite shore of the Caspian Sea. Officials did not immediately explain why it had crossed the sea, but the crash came shortly after drone strikes hit southern Russia. Drone activity has shut airports in the area in the past, and the nearest Russian airport on the plane's flight path was closed on Wednesday morning. Russia's aviation watchdog, meanwhile, said it was an emergency that may have been caused by a bird strike. Those aboard the plane included 42 Azerbaijani citizens, 16 Russian nationals, 6 Kazakhstani and 3 Kyrgyzstani citizens, according to Kazakhstani officials. Russian news agency Interfax reported that both pilots died in the crash, citing a preliminary assessment by emergency workers at the scene. The news agency also quoted medical workers who stated that 4 bodies had been recovered from the crash so far. The survivors have been hospitalized and include 2 children, the ministry told Russia's state news agency, RIA Novosti, the Associated Press reported. Video of the crash showed the plane descending rapidly before bursting into flames as it hit the seashore, and thick black smoke then rising, Reuters reported. Bloodied and bruised passengers could be seen stumbling from a piece of the fuselage that had remained intact. Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev, who had been traveling to Russia, returned to Azerbaijan upon hearing news of the crash, the president's press service said. Aliyev was due to attend an informal meeting of leaders of the Commonwealth of Independent States, a bloc of former Soviet countries founded after the collapse of the Soviet Union, in St. Petersburg. Aliyev expressed his condolences to the families of the victims in a statement on social media. It is with deep sadness that I express my condolences to the families of the victims and wish a speedy recovery to those injured, he wrote. Aliyev also signed a decree declaring December 26 a day of mourning in Azerbaijan. In a statement, Azerbaijan Airlines said it would keep members of the public updated and changed its social media banners to solid black. We ask God for mercy on the passengers and crew members who lost their lives, a translated statement on X said. Their pain is our pain. We wish a speedy recovery to those injured. Azerbaijan Airlines plane headed to Russia crashes hundreds of miles off course, dozens dead. If you like the video, support us by subscribing. At least 38 people are dead and 29 others injured after an Azerbaijan Airlines passenger aircraft crashed near Kazakhstan's Aktau airport close to the Caspian Sea on Wednesday morning, a spokesperson for Kazakhstan's Ministry of Emergency Situations told ABC News. The aircraft was flying from Baku in Azerbaijan to Grozny in Russia, the Transport Ministry said in a post to its official Telegram channel. It was rerouted to Aktau in Kazakhstan due to fog in Grozny, Russian news agencies reported. Kazakhstan's Ministry of Emergency Situations told ABC News that the plane was carrying 69 people, 64 passengers and 5 crew members. The ministry said 29 people survived the crash, with many hospitalized, including 2 children. Kazakhstan's deputy health minister told ABC News that some of those taken to hospital are in critical condition. The list of dead and injured is being finalized, the Ministry of Emergency Situations wrote earlier Wednesday in a Telegram post. Preliminary reports suggest that the crash may have been caused by a bird strike leading to engine failure, which necessitated an emergency landing attempt, the spokesperson for the Ministry of Emergency Situations said. If you like the video, support us by subscribing. During a press briefing on Wednesday, however, officials announced that a criminal case had been initiated by the Prosecutor General's Office of Azerbaijan regarding the facts of the crash. Currently, the investigation process is ongoing in cooperation with the Prosecutor's Office of Kazakhstan. All versions are being explored in the criminal case, Farid Husinov, a spokesperson for Azerbaijan Airlines, at the press briefing. Among the passengers were 37 Azerbaijani citizens, 6 from Kazakhstan, 3 from Kyrgyzstan and 16 from Russia, the Transport Ministry said in a statement, citing preliminary data. The investigation team is being provided with the necessary assistance by the employees of the Ministry of Emergency Situations of Kazakhstan at the scene of the incident, Major General Chingiz Aronov, Kazakhstan Minister of Emergency Situations, said. Embraer, the aircraft manufacturer, released a statement about the crash, saying, "We are closely monitoring the situation, and we remain fully committed to supporting the relevant authorities." Emergency response teams, including 432 workers and 79 vehicles, and 10 K9 units were deployed to the crash site. K9 teams are involved in the search operations. Rescuers are working around the clock, using special equipment, the spokesperson said. Investigations are underway, with aviation authorities from Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan and Russia are collaborating to determine the exact cause of the crash, the spokesperson added. Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev cancelled his planned attendance of Wednesday's Commonwealth of Independent States meeting in St. Petersburg, Russia, following the crash, according to a readout of a phone call between Aliyev and Russian President Vladimir Putin published by the former's office. Thank you. Subscribe for daily updates.